spent in a miserable way.
U.S. News: Trump lands in Mar-a-Lago for the first time since Thanksgiving. Daily Mail Online. President Donald Trump has arrived at Mar-a-Lago, returning to his Florida retreat for the first time since Thanksgiving. Trump, along with First Lady Melania and son Barron, will spend Saturday and Sunday at his resort in West Palm Beach before returning to the White House on Sunday night to finalize preparations for the State of the Union address next week. In the meantime, the president will host a lavish watch party for Super Bowl III on Sunday evening at nearby Trump's International Golf Club in Palm Beach. On Friday, Air Force One landed at Palm Beach International at 6:54 p.m., and Trump emerged minutes later with his trusty black umbrella in hand, Melania and Barron at his side. Trump emerged from Air Force One at 7:05 p.m. with his trusty black umbrella in hand as a light drizzle fell on Friday. Trump, with his wife First Lady Melania Trump's sisters, they disembarked from Air Force One upon arrival in Palm Beach. Supporters of President Donald Trump cheer upon Trump's arrival at Palm Beach International Airport in West Palm Beach. Trump and First Lady Melania Trump and Barron land in West Palm Beach, and Melania seemed to struggle with an umbrella. President Donald Trump, with his wife First Lady Melania Trump and their son Barron Trump, disembarked from Air Force One. Trump and First Lady Melania Trump land in Palm Beach aboard Air Force One for a weekend at Mar-a-Lago. In a nearby viewing pen at the airport, a crowd of several hundred supporters cheered as the Trump family descended the stairs to the tarmac. There were cheers and brief chants of USA, USA. The president waved, pumped a fist and lifted his trusty umbrella to greet the crowd as he descended the rolling staircase. As the rain picked up, Trump walked to the waiting sub without walking over to the pen, as he sometimes does. Ivanka Trump and her family then exited Air Force One as well a moment later. During the flight, Ivanka's 2-year-old Otto Kushner had wandered back into the press cabin. Joined by 5 moments later, Ivanka followed them into the press cabin and explained that Andrew was the boy's favorite Secret Service agent. The family exited Air Force One to get a moment after Trump. Ivanka Trump, Jared Kushner, and their 3 children disembarked Air Force One in Palm Beach on Friday. Ivanka smiled as she and Kushner escort their children to the waiting motorcade at Palm Beach International Airport. Ivanka and Kushner greet the crowd as they walk toward the motorcade in Palm Beach before a weekend at Mar-a-Lago. Ivanka and the Kushner children walk across the tarmac after arriving in Palm Beach for a weekend getaway. Trump supporters look on as the motorcade carrying the first family travels to Mar-a-Lago from the airport. Along the motorcade route, groups of onlookers gathered, with signs including Trump Team 2020 Florida and Blink Nancy the Botox, in reference to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. The weekend forecast in Palm Beach calls for scattered thunderstorms on Saturday, but excellent golf weather on Sunday, with a forecast of 77 and sunny. Earlier on Friday, Melania seemed thrilled to be living the chilly weather in Washington, D.C., beaming for the cameras as she left for Florida. The First Lady, 54, flashed a grin at photographers and held her husband's hand as the couple walked out from the White House to a waiting helicopter on Friday. They were trailed by their 12-year-old son Barron and told photographers that they were headed to Mar-a-Lago. Good move. The First Lady smiled at photographers and held her husband's hand. Ash wore a long brown $3,875 Roxeter coat and a pair of $1,625 Givito Rossi boots. Woohoo! She seemed happy. The Guyver couple traveled with their 12-year-old son Barron, who has grown quite tall. It's sure to be an exciting trip for the family, as they have all been together in Mar-a-Lago since last year. Melania and Barron The president has been at all in 2019 or since the beginning of the shutdown, with the family spending Christmas in DC. Facing the cold for the last time in a few days, Malaya went fully monochrome for the outing, bundling up in a light brown coat by Roxeter that reached down to her knees and retailed for a whopping $3,875. She paired it with matching brown boots with tall heels, a $1,625 pair by design Vito Rossi, but skipped the gloves despite temperatures dipping into the low 20s SAA. She didn't wear her hat, either, instead showing off her long, styled locks and perfectly done makeup. For a single pop of cola, she toted a red Hermes bag in one manicured hand, while the other was tucked inside her husband's grip. BRRR. The family braved, where Barron kept it casual in New Balance sneakers as his mom totted on heels. Trump, U.S. First Lady Melania Trump and son Barron Trump walked the snowy tarmac to Air Force One at Andrews Air Force Base. The couple was joined by their son, Barron, who at just 12 years old is nearly as tall as his father, whose doctor said he is 63. Barron was bundled up in a red puffer coat and barely reacted to the press and photographers outside. Luckily, any snow on the pathways at the White House had been cleared for their departure, so the family had an easy walk to board the plane. But at Andrews Air Force Base, where they boarded Air Force One, it was a snowier scene, with a dusting of snow and salt on the ground. It's not yet known whether they'll be joined by the rest of the family. Chili Ivanka Trump, 37, had a stone-cold expression on her face as she left her Washington, D.C. home in a Secret Service vehicle straight from her garage on Friday morning. Focused, the first daughter attended a meeting on fighting human trafficking on the southern border in the cabinet room of the White House. Passion Project Ivanka has been on a mission to end human trafficking and spoke passionately during the meeting. Earlier this morning, Ivanka, 37, looked stone-faced as she left her home, heading straight for her Secret Service sub. Though she often allows photographers a glimpse of her outfit of the day, she was in more of a hurry this morning, though that may have been because it was incredibly cold. While most people on the East Coast have spent the week bundled up in puffy coats and fur hoods, Ivanka was less layered as she left her home on Friday. The White House senior advisor opted for light herringbone coat, which she wore over a cream turtleneck. Ivanka pulled the outfit together with a black belt that cinched her waist. She wore her long. Ivanka was later seen attending a meeting on fighting human trafficking on the southern border in the cabinet room of the White House. Trump has played more golf in 1 year than Obama. The comments below have not been moderated. By posting your comment, you agree to ours. Do you want to automatically post your Mail Online comments to your Facebook timeline? Your comment will be posted to Mail Online as usual. Do you want to automatically post your Mail Online comments to your Facebook timeline? Your comment will be posted to Mail Online as usual. We will automatically post your comments and a link to the news story to your Facebook timeline at the same time it is posted on Mail Online. To do this you can choose on each post whether you would like it to be posted to Facebook. Your details from
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.